Sometimes fractional equation is a big challenge for some students in grade level. So in today's tutorial, we're going to solve for the value of x from these two fractional equations. The first equation, we are given that x over 2 then plus x over 3, which is equal to 10. Then we are going to solve for the value of x that will satisfy this equation. So the most interesting part of this equation is the variable we are looking for is in one side of the equation. As you can see, x appear in the left hand side of the equation. So now the next thing that will come to your mind is how to clear the fraction. So we are going to clear the fraction by multiply each term in this equation by the LCM of the denominator. And if you can see the denominator here, we have 2 and 3. So the LCM of 2 and 3 is the same as 6. This is the lowest common multiple, so LCM is 6. So therefore we are going to multiply each term of this equation by the LCM, which is 6. So we multiply the left hand side by 6, all in the bracket, and also we multiply the right hand side by 6. So that 6 multiplied by x over 2 is the same as what 6 multiple x over 2, then plus 6 multiplied by x over 3 multiplied by x over 3, which is equal to 10 multiplied by 6 is going to give us 60. So now we still have fraction. Now, but for now, it's going to be easy to clear the fraction. Now, 6 multiplied by x over 2, as you can see, 2 can go into 2 one time, then 2 can go into 6 3 times. So this is the same as what 6 divided by 2, which is going to give us 3. Then 3 multiplied by x is going to give us 3x. Then plus 6 divided by 3 is going to be 2. Then 2 multiplied by x is going to give us 2x. So everything is going to be equal to 60. Now we have successfully cleared the fraction. Now the next thing we're going to do, if you look at the left hand side of this equation, 3x plus 2x, the variable are the same and this is two constants, so we can add them together because they are like term. Now if you add 3x plus 2x is going to give us 5x, which is equal to 60. We add them together because they are like term. If the variable are not the same, so you cannot add them together. So now we have 5x is equal to 60. What are we going to do to get the value of x? At this point, we are going to divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 5. The coefficient is this number that attached to x. So we divide the left hand side by 5 and also the right hand side by 5. So that this 5 is going to cancel this 5. We are left with just x in the left hand side, which is equal to 60 divided by 5 is going to give us 12. So therefore, 12 is the value of x that satisfies this first equation. Now, the second equation, which is number 2, we see that 5 over 8 multiplied by x plus 4, which is equal to 14. Then we are looking for the value of x that will satisfy this equation. So this is the second equation. Now, to solve for the value of x from this equation, the first thing we are going to do is to take this constant in the middle term to the right hand side of this equation. So when we do that, we are going to have 5 over 8 then multiply by x, which is equal to 14. Then when we take this 4 positive 4 to the right hand side, it becomes negative 4. Now we're going to have what? 5 over 8 then multiply by x, which is going to be equal to 14 minus 4. When you take away 4 from 14, it's going to remain 10. Now the next thing we're going to do is to clear the fraction. If you look at in the denominator, we have only 8 in the denominator. So we're going to multiply both sides of this equation by 8. So we multiply the left hand side by 8 and also the right hand side by 8. So that this 8 here is going to cancel this 8. We are left with 5 and x, and 5 multiplied by x, of course, is going to give us 5x, which is equal to 10 multiplied by 8 is going to give us 80. Now we have 5x to be equal to 80. So what are we going to do to get the value of x? Then we divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 5, and also 5 here. So that this 5 can cancel this 5. X now will be equal to 80 divided by 5 is going to give us 16. So therefore, 16 is the value of x that satisfies this fractional equation. So we solved the first equation to be 12 and the second equation to be 16. So this is how to solve fractional equation. Thank you for watching, and please follow us and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos like this.